Welcome to Downscale, where we explain tech under 3 minutes. In today's episode, a very strange material has entered the scene, claiming to reinvent the wheel. Let's see what these claims are all about, and why I think it's going to reinvent the wheel. Let's go. This is no illusion, or a magic trick, though it's often passed off as one. This is Nitinol, a very strange metal alloy, often called as a shape memory alloy, as it can be trained to any shape you want. Nitinol consists of nickel and titanium, and was first discovered by Dr. William J. Bushler in 1959 for his missile program, which is a little dark, but let's not go there. But the point is, he noticed that Nitinol had a very peculiar response to temperature and stress. Shape-changing alloys aren't anything new. These are materials that can go through different phases and remain a solid under different temperatures or pressure. This means that the element remains the same, but the arrangement of the atoms differ. So there are a lot of materials with this property, but in Nitinol, the process is controllable. And the key to memory is the fact that the shape transformation is reversible. To train Nitinol, you treat it at 500 degrees Celsius and then give it the desired shape and then quench it in cold water. So now whenever the alloy reaches the threshold known as the transformation temperature, the alloy reverts to the shape that you trained it to remember. And Nitinol has been gaining popularity over the years, ranging from the F-14 fighter jets to something as simple as an eyeglass frame that's flexible. But I believe the biggest test is yet to come. To reduce the chances of a wheel from experiencing stresses that can damage the wheel, we want them to be able to conform and bend according to the terrain. That is what our rubber air-filled tires do on Earth. Now, why don't we use these kind of tires on Mars? I mean, this gypsy, for example, drove over some similarly rough terrain without any problems whatsoever. A quick shout out to Fedric and Ummu. Keeping that aside, a very good question. Temperatures on Mars can go as low as minus 130 degrees Celsius, which makes something as elastic as rubber to something as brittle as glass. Therefore, these wheels cannot hold the weight of the rover without permanently deforming. So, Goodyear, who worked on the original Lunar Wheel, has been closely working with NASA to come up with a wheel. And they did. And they call it the spring tire. And surprise, surprise, it's made of Nitinol.
Dude. So you're saying it's purely made of Nitinol and one has never tried it before?
Okay, it's not purely made of Nitinol, but rather does incorporate some elastic elements to deform less with all the weight of the rover. But my point is that when they saw the performance of this wheel, they were like, Nikon, we want this thing.
Yo, I see that as a win for NASA, alright, but how is that going to create a paradigm shift for this world?
Okay, I want you to relax. I was getting to that point. Okay, this is a Kickstarter company. They are named the Smart Tyre Company. Okay, it's not the most original of names, but hear me out. They've been closely working with NASA to bring this tire to the mass market, and they have raised over $2 million and are close to opening their lab next month. We are more closer to this reality than ever before. So prepare yourself for the reality where you don't have to ever fix the punctured tires. If you found this video interesting, hit that like button. Help me spread the word by sharing it to your friends and family. Until then, adios.